weakest fault. Money driven, major fraud. Breathless body, diamond bones. Wanna be it, wanna feel it. Rage. Money. Breathless body, diamond bones. Wanna be it, wanna feel it. Rage.
You got the gift. Always remember, you ain't first, you're last.
Rage, power, weakest fault. Money driven, major fraud. Breathless body, diamond bones. Wanna be it. Breathless body, diamond bones. Wanna be it.
Okay, so I did a few things. First of all, you'll notice that some of the point redeems are a little mixed up right now. It'll only be mixed up if you open up channel. Sorry. Fix that were broken. I had to delete them and recreate them. Hi Chris, hi, how are you? Hi. Congrats on Echo, congrats on second. Illuminous, so sorry you got third. I hope you like your new walk-on being remember, if you ain't first, you're last, or Bobby, because that was the only thing that I could think of that wasn't so much like the that we were having issues. Hi Zidane, hi, how are you? Need to figure out how to line up what I'm hearing with whenever you guys are hearing it. And I'm realizing that's dumb. I don't think I can do that. That way whenever I sing along with your walk-ons, that I think your mic is cutting out. No, I think that's me. That was going to be what I said, is that is it cutting out when I'm getting too loud or when I'm too quiet? I'm good. I changed some of my filters and we'll see how that does. I was hoping I would sound better. I don't know. Is it turned all the way up again? Play with it somewhere. No, it's turned all the way up. Dropping frames and you were cutting in and out on the mic. It was neither loud nor quiet. That's weird. Is it still cutting in and out? Hold on. Because whenever I'm monitoring it, it sounds fine. Liz, how does it sound? Anyways, okay, I'm gonna scroll. Thanks for getting your daily tater tots. We're not banning Mystic. No matter how much you want to. Let's see. Yeah, husband, thank you for making me jump out of my skin. I'm glad I was still on my starting soon screen and you guys couldn't see me, but jumped out of my skin. Yes, I did drop frames because that's also about the same time. It's also about the same time that I went live on TikTok. Sick. So I did drop about 870 frames there. That's funny. Yeah, Zidane, so I have to set my mic separately in TikTok so that way TikTok reads it. Otherwise it yells at me about not having... Listen, music. So that's actually here. I'll type their name. Astro, a artist. And he's given me permission to use his music. I don't think he renewed his contract. So he may have renewed his contract by Beats. I'm looking at Spotify still by Beats. I use Astrophage's music and the scarf. I don't have copyright on it. But hi, Liz. I'll do my squats. Also, I hope y'all liked the new audio I added to squats. This says he does that shit to me all the time. Yeah. It says, there is a sound. There is a sound now. There is a sound. This says, did you do the OBS update? I did. I did the OBS update 2 or 3 ago. So I am on the latest version of OBS. I did notice that whenever you have filters, I can try to hide the filters. That it doesn't actually hide the filters. So I had to delete them and rebuild them. I'm using less filters. So I'm trying to make it so my voice isn't as distinct. But yes. I'm clipping. Oh, I see it now. That's weird because I set a limiter. Let me change the limiter on it. Okay. I might also be sitting too close to it, so. Okay, how does that sound? Is that better? Sounds awesome. Please do. He is a good friend of the community, and so he's over on like on TikTok, but that's his TikTok handle. Also, be making. I don't know if he's made it yet, but yeah. Liz hears it. You're still clipping on mic. Okay, well, I set the limiter a little different, so hopefully I shouldn't be clipping anymore. It should limit it to about -6. That way I don't clip anymore. Hi, Giga. Giga says Heartless are stealing your words. Probably. Bruh, what? Jane says I skimmed through songs. Pretty good. Yeah, he's really good. I met him through a mutual friend. And I'm really glad that I found his work. Really, really glad. And he's even sent me some stuff that I can have even used on my channel trailer that's on Twitch. Does the mic sound better now? I farted. Okay. Oh, well, I wait for y'all to tell me if the mic sounds better now that I've changed the limiter. Check my mic connection. It's good. Nothing wrong with it. I haven't unplugged or replugged anything. I haven't moved anything on my PC. Hi, Hero. No, it doesn't sound better? Then it's probably some of the filters. But it's weird. Because even if I, like, listen to it, it sounds fine. Maybe a little. No, I just checked it again, and it's secure. I don't know. But, like, can y'all understand me? No, thanks for eating your daily tater tots. I am. It also might be the way I'm talking. Bit the inside of my cheek earlier, so maybe it's Purple's problem. Hilarious says yell close to the mic and then a bit back. I'm not gonna like yell into the mic. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, so that's weird. So like I can see it go up to the limiter. I don't know. Let me see. How does that sound? JK, she went back to sleep. Who? Hilarious said that woke my baby up, so it's working. Oh, Jesus. Thank you for the lurk. I'm going to do the squats now. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see. I think there's one more thing I can change, and it's on the mic itself. So, I was monitoring. How does that sound? We're going to fix it. We're going to fix it together because this is really the only way that I know how to. So, we're going to fix it together the only way that I know how to. Hilarious. Also, I have that Zidane 2.0 burner account on TikTok to help share and boost friends' lives. I was wondering. I was like, I feel like this person is like always like liking and like supporting my stuff, but I don't know who they actually are. Not that like I need to know who you guys are, but you know, like I don't think I'd ever like actively interacted with that account before. No, thank you for liking the live. What was I gonna say? Does it sound better? Purple? Hello, Purple. I guess I could, hold on. I'm watching myself. This is gonna sound awful. I'm gonna hate this. It sounds fine to me. This is like overload in my ears. So yeah, we're not going to do that. Hilarious said, I followed a ton of Final Fantasy people and some followed back, so they see Final Fantasy repost in any RPG. So far, I haven't heard any issues with your mic. Yeah, it's probably something specific to Purple because they are getting different audio than through TikTok Live Studio. I will say, like, the one thing that I do appreciate is, like, as far as like TikTok Live Studio, is that it's really good about balancing your mic without you having to do anything to it. OBS, not so much. And then whenever Twitch transcodes your information, a lot of times your audio quality is like reduced. So I've had a lot of people tell me that they would rather watch me from YouTube or from TikTok just because the audio quality is better. And that's something that is 100% due to like the way that Twitch transcodes the feed. So Hilarious said, honestly, Purple's been a little off lately. I haven't had any issues with it. I've had issues with the mobile app. I have had issues with the mobile app, like sending, like whenever people have stream display ads on again, it's sending my message when I'm trying to continue typing it because a stream display ad has ended. So I've had issues with that, but that's about it. Hilarious, you have access to the emotes? You're subbed? Are you subbed? Oh, those are my follower emotes. I guess so. Giga said I followed Jason Mewes today. Who's Jason Mewes? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so we left off in Deist. Oh, also, I don't have any fun stories for today. There's no story time for today. Besides the fact that book club got canceled which is funny because I also made what I was going to make for book club, which was cowboy caviar. So I snacked on that earlier and had to redo my lips and it's coming off again. Anyways, yeah, they're potatoes. Yeah, they're potatoes. And so like my Discord is called the Potato Farm because I call my kid Potato and I grew her. So, yeah. You'll have to, it's a channel point redeem and you get refunded the channel points at the end of stream. Oh, actually it might not work. I might have to whisper that to you. If I have a mod available, can you please invite Hilarious to the Discord? Mods should have access to invite. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I don't have any fun stories for today. I was years old yesterday's days old, when I found out that black rat snakes actually don't have fangs. And so my dog was definitely bit by a copperhead. So that's fun. But she's fine. The swang's gone down. Potato's not as upset about it anymore. Hub says his four-wheeler almost completely put back together. I think that's all the life updates for now. I think that's really all I got for now as far as life updates. Let's see, what else? That's it. That's it. So yeah, so we were in the something at Deist. Something, hold on, let me get over to the game. We're in Deist, whatever Deist is. You're farting. We're in Deist. Thank you, Mystic. Oh. I wonder, hold on, I need to check something. It did it. Thank you for the heart meat. Okay, so part of the thing is whenever you guys redeem squats, I have it set up that it's automatically gonna update the counter. So we were at 1,049 squats for the year and 187 squats for the month. Thank you also for the popular vote. Hi Ginger, hi, how are you? If you have a walk-on, it should now work on all of the channels that you follow me. So if you want to hear it more than once, just chat everywhere. Let's see. What did I do? Hi, Vagabond. Hi, how are you? Let's see. So I did Hilarious. Thank you for the sub. That means I have to do more squats. Nice. We're almost back on track.
I've got news
Almost.
for you. You're mine now.
Thank you for the
belong to
prime
me.
sub. Thank you for your Bezo bucks. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do the squats because I will have to manually do that. But yes. So I got it so that way the counter automatically updates when the squat channel point redeem is chosen. So I'm really excited about that. 5 more squats. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thanks, Mystic. Thank you very much. So yeah, I'll have to watch my VOD later and see if I've fixed the mic and that little troubleshoot phase or not. Always, thank you. All right, so we're at 1,054 squats for the year and 192 for the month.
Please don't let it show.
Oh, baby, I don't wanna
I took my drugs and took my loving when I got out the spot. I left the party with the party marking X on the clock.
So yeah, so I've got it mostly figured out. So what all did I do in Lumia in OBS today? I fixed my camera settings. I'm like, why do, oh, my camera got moved. Better. My camera moved. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for sharing the live. I fixed the counter so that way they automatically redeem. So yeah, so I fixed the squat redeem. So if you redeem squat on, I'm dropping frames again. If you redeem squat on Twitch, it'll automatically add the squats to the counter. So easier for me to keep up with. I only have to manually do the ones for subs and gifted subs. For now. Hi Cutsby, hi, how are you? So I did that. If you had a walk-on, your walk-on will now play from Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok. I added, added a charity command for the charity, So it says that, so it'll say we're currently raising funds for Feeding the Carolinas, a division of Feeding America that directly supports North and South Carolina. In November 2025, benefits for impoverished families were reduced, leaving many families with small children at a greater disadvantage to feed their families. Most families saw their benefits reduced by up to 35%. Please consider donating to help keep kids fed during this time of high economic cost. Completing the charity goal earns the community a future long stream and community gaming day. So, Cuspy, I'm doing good. I actually got a lot done today as far as getting things buttoned up in Lumia stream. And I'm really excited about that. Oh, speaking of, hold on, we gotta do something. Okay, we still have to run June's Steam game redeems. So, I have this now that I can run this. And so the people who entered for June's Steam game to the channel point redeem were Chris, Ratrod, RR, and Mystic. And it's going to automatically spin and choose one of you guys. So that's exciting. The Ratrod won. I have to fix that part. I have to fix the part where it says who won. So let me go to my reminders. Ratrod won June Steam game. Okay. And then, so it automatically goes away. Spin the wheel. I did. And it's automated. So all I have to do is type that. So today at the end of stream, I will change who's on there. Let me see who all has actually redeemed. the Steam game for this month. Steam game. Okay, well, I'm going to reject one of Rat Rod's because Rat Rod's in there. So the only people who are entered for the month of July are Rat Rod and Mystic. So I have that. Okay, House Potato. Potato's doing good. She's actually out running errands with her dad right now. He had to return something for Amazon. So, John says, how do you get entered? It's in the channel point redeems. So if you go to channel points and scroll down to 2,500, so like the lighter blue row, like towards the bottom, you enter that way and it just takes 2,500 points. Liz has entered, just like Liz just did. Yeah, like that. Liz, if you don't want to be entered, just refund yourself. Ginger's entered. I mean, you do get a choice. So I will go ahead and message Rat Rod later and ask him which one he wants. And then I'll take his off the list, and then whoever else is remaining, we can go through the list. And so it's going to go through like a whole list. Like I have a whole list of games. Like I've got a bunch of keys. Sure, why not? Thanks, Ginger. Cusby says, waiting on my adapter for a capture card so I can get back to streaming. Oh, I was wondering why I hadn't seen you live. John says, no. John, the game has not been decided already. Let me see if I can pull up the list. I don't want to open up Chrome on my PC right now. Let's see. Sheets. Here. Is it not in that one? Well, that's interesting. I have to find it. Did I put it in this one? I'm gonna have to find it. I can't find it. I don't know where I put it at. But yeah, John, you'll get to choose. You'll get to choose what game. Jeff says play Battletoads. No, thank you. Cusby says it's been killing me. Also, OBS like, yeah, I just dropped frames again. John said, it's okay, you got a list we put. Yeah, I've got a list that you guys pick from, and it's like, I think there's like 50 games on there right now. And then I've got like one that I can add, which is actually PS5 if somebody wants it. But that's a possibility. Y'all, thank y'all for liking the live. Okay. All right. So I think we're ready to play some games now, right? Because I think I went over everything that I fixed today in Lumia. Let me think about that. I should have put that in a different folder. Singleberg says, well, it's confirmed in 6 days Marvel token will be consuming me for the foreseeable future. Yeah, I got emails about that earlier. I probably won't be playing that. Jeff says, you broke Lumia? No, I didn't break Lumia. I have just been slowly, like, learning Lumia and getting it set up. So, like, I had the counters for the squats, but I was having to manually do everything. So there's that. And then, yeah, so I'm trying to... It says I have to refresh. Oh, no, I don't want to refresh. Did I make changes to something? I didn't make changes to something. I'm going to refresh it, unfortunately. You guys are going to get your walk-ons again. Ugh, I hate that. I hate that. Tinker said, that's fine. I know you aren't much on fighting games. I did reinstall Fortnite if you want. Dingleberg, again, I don't know when I'm going to have time. Like, I'm not even going to be home this weekend. I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be out of town. And then I'm going to be prepping for Potato to go back to school. So it's going to be at least late September. If I even have time then, because I've got my husband's birthday, I've got my dad's birthday, then I have Potato's birthday. Like, I've got so much going on. So much. Dingleberg, make time for... Nope. I can't be demanding that. I can't be demanding that. I've got to make time for everybody. I've got to make time for everybody. Okay, so we were going this way. Let's see, do you use boost? Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely I use boost. Just because quite honestly, I don't want to... I take long enough to play these games. Look, I played Baldur's Gate 3 for 449 hours and 360 days before I finished my first run. I take long enough playing a game anyways. Yes, I'm using the boost. He says, oh no, I'm not demanding anything. I was just pure sarcasm. I know. Cynthia says, happy birthday to your husband. Also, hello, thank you. It's not his birthday yet. His birthday's not till September. So I've got some time. My mom's birthday was Tuesday, and then I have my husband's birthday, and then my dad's birthday, and then my child's birthday. For now. For now. Unless something else comes up. Has it been 8 days yet for Cynthia? Are you starting E33 tomorrow? Is it tomorrow? You're starting E33 tomorrow, right? Yes, that's the plan. Yeah. I'm gonna give you a shout out real quick. Just a small chatty one. I'm really excited about that. What time are you going live tomorrow to start E33? Oh, absolutely. Are you enjoying Final Fantasy 16? I very much enjoyed 16. Very, very much. Very, very much. But I'll be traveling tomorrow. So I want to make sure that if I can, that I catch a little bit of your stream. What was I doing? This. I feel like I'm sitting too close to my PC. We'll likely start around 2 Central, so that'll be 3 p.m. my time. That'll be 3 p.m. my time. Perfect. Perfect. I should be, fingers crossed, back home by then. Where is everything taking me? And this is the first play for you, right? Like you've been lurking, so you haven't been watching Rise of Shoepuff. That's where I met you, right? Rise of Shoepuff? No, where did I meet you? It was Rise of Shoepuff. Yes. So you haven't been watching her. So it'll be first play. That's exciting. Are you trying to do it completely blind? Because I recommend. One of my mods, Ginger Tech, did their playthrough completely blind. That's blind run. Perfect. I was a little selfish, and I did my first play, which I still haven't finished it, so off stream, because I really wanted to enjoy the game myself first. And that's kind of like how I went with it, is that I was just enjoying the game myself first. Also, it was during a time, it was like during the holidays, and like everybody in my family was sick, so. B2. Cynthia says, I don't blame you at all for that. It looks so special. It was so good. I have zero regrets about it. The thing is like I need to finish E33 now. And like I've seen the ending. So like I know what to expect. So I also watched Grips Chan play it, which she has a full playthrough on YouTube if you want to check it out after you've played it. But it's such a good game. Such a good game. I have zero regrets about playing it off stream by myself at first. It was honestly the best choice I could have made. Okay, so some of us are really weak and some of us are very strong. But yeah, it was nice because I was able to like sit on the couch. Me and my child were sick. She's 3. And so she's like snuggled up next to me on the chase lounge with like her iPad in her lap, and I've got my PS Portal on my lap. And we're both just like sitting there with like our devices. And it was honestly the best way to get over being sick. It was so nice. This map looks really confusing to me. Also, FYI, I do want to point out that no, I did not take my meds yesterday, but yes, I did take them today. So everybody should be proud of me. I took my meds today. I did. I took my meds today. Oh, Liz, if you're still listening, I will say, as far as like the OBS update, I have noticed if I make changes to something, i.e. my camera, when I close OBS, for some reason, whenever I reopen it, those settings are not saved anymore, and I don't understand why. So I did notice that, and that's been something that's been consistent. Anytime I change something, I'll close OBS. When I reopen it again, it's like they've reverted to what they were before, as if it did not save. So there's that. Ginger says, big proud. Thank you very much. I'm proud of myself as well. I'm just gonna try and like hack and slash my way through this dungeon, I think. How do I upgrade my skills? Like my magic? So like I noticed like, so, okay, so that's a wall. So to upgrade my magic skills, I have to use them. But like, when does like Thunder become Thundara or Thundaga? Because he says your YouTube content is growing. Proud. Thank you. I'm really proud of my YouTube content as well. A lot of it, so like my shorts are just repurposed TikToks. I've gotten to the point where I don't really let anybody like trash talk me over there. Like somebody told me on one of my recent posts, they're like, ew, you should delete this millennial and I was like, no. No. I'm not gonna let somebody younger than me bully me into thinking that my content is... Oh, don't use Thunder on those. Got it. I'm not gonna let somebody like who's younger than me and knows less than me try to bully me into thinking that like I need to delete content. Look, if I'm not deleting my Facebook post from 2009 and 2010 and I am watching that cringe come up on my memories, I'm not deleting anything on YouTube. Absolutely not. Hi Wheels, hi, hello, how are you? Husby says you need me to pull up now. I'm good. I'm bigger, I can take care of myself. Cause like what's the worst that could happen? I don't even remember what video it was. It says, who do I need to run over? Nobody. Somebody with like 233 less subscribers than me on YouTube. Because yeah, I went to their channel. Like, don't come to me with 7 subscribers and no videos and be like, you need to delete this. Maybe you need to stop being scared and post something. Because he says, run them over. Hilarious says, roast. Wheel says, better yet, poke holes. I mean, but like, I'm so serious. Like, if you think that I'm going to be embarrassed about something that I posted because you said I needed to delete it, no. No. And honestly, on YouTube, the more rage bait that I engage with and rage bait back towards, the better my channel's done, which is the wildest thing to me. Literally the wildest thing. I had a semi-viral video on YouTube, and it was literally a repost from TikTok that I posted 2 days later. And it was like, me like drinking Monster Energy drink at my kitchen sink, and it says, when your biggest supporter is your mother-in-law, and it was something like that, and it had like the Shia LaBeouf like clapping in the background, and then they were like, things that never happened. I was like, your mother-in-law doesn't support you? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And just people just like trying to rage bait me, and like literally I was just like responding to them with like backwards rage bait. Someone also on my videos recently goes, is this a dude? I'm like, well, I don't know, your profile picture looks like a dude, but it could be AI or hormones. I don't know. And they're like, I was just asking, you never really know. I'm like, asking was unnecessary. If I was a dude, my dick's bigger. I'm not a dude, my dick's still bigger. Hesby says you're killing it. Thanks. They just hate, and they are. Larry says unsolicited advice on social media is absolutely ridiculous. Because he says miss your food creations in Discord. I know. I haven't. So Hubs has been taking the lead on like the cooking lately. I probably should have posted the cowboy caviar I made earlier, but I was a little disappointed in it because Hubs asked me to make it without tomatoes, and that's like the only time that I'm willing to eat tomatoes. So there's that. So I do need to do more cooking and post pictures of it. Will says, you know I'll defend you with your honor. I know. I know. I'm very lucky to have so many of you guys who are literally just here just to be my friend. I'm so lucky. I'm so beyond lucky. And like I'll talk to my husband about you guys, and I'll be like, yeah, so-and-so, they did this, and yeah, so-and-so is playing this, and so-and-so, this happened in their stream. And he's like, who? Because my husband doesn't watch streams or streamers. Like, he never really got into it. He's, to be fair, my husband's semi-antisocial. Like, he's like, let's buy this house with this big yard so we get people over all the time. How many times has he invited people over? Fucking never. Presencia, that's so awesome. Thank you. Hilarious says, I'm court ordered to be here. You are not hilarious. Just said, or maybe you're just cool. I wish. Like, y'all, I had like a whopping 2 friends in high school. Two. People knew me, but like they didn't like know me. Like I literally had a whopping 2 friends in high school. And one of them, like, I don't even talk to at all anymore. And one of them, well, actually, I don't really talk to either of them anymore. I stay kind of in contact with one of them, but that's it. And I have one friend from college that I stay in contact with, but she's my best friend. Oh, I want to go back. Hi, Morgan. Thank you for the heartbeat, Morgan. How are you doing? Are you excited for your new school year? Hilarious says quality is better than quantity. Thanks. Ginger said I had 2 main friends with some acquaintances. Pretty much, like I had 2 main friends who, like, if I was hanging out with somebody, like I was hanging out with them, and if I wasn't with them, I was at home or working or doing volunteer work. Like, and that's so funny because, like, I think a lot of the time I realized that, like, I didn't have a bunch of friends because I didn't have a lot of time for a bunch of friends. When I was in high school, I was taking college classes. I was doing volunteer work. I had a job. Like, I was just doing so much. Literally doing so much. Marie says, I'm so good. And yes, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. I'm super stressed right now. I'm not going to lie about that. Potato is 3 going on 4, and she's driving me up a wall. But she's great. She really is. She's at the stage where she's like, Mama, I love you. So-and-so, I love you. I have to tell her to keep her hands to herself because she's going to, like, hug everybody she comes in contact with. Everybody's her best friend. Literally everybody's her best friend. She met 2 girls at toddler story time at the library.
Not to worry.
They're both her
I have a
friends.
permit.
Rat Rod. You
This
won the
just
Steam
says
game for
I can
June.
do what I want.
I'm going to be pulling the July one next stream. Will says, I was the weird kid in school, no friends, and loved it. I really didn't have any friends. I had 2 friends. 2. And I always had one of them in one of my classes with me. Oh, I'm dumb. I know why. Hold up. John, if you're still here, I know why I couldn't find the list. I don't have the list on a Google Doc. I have it on an actual Excel spreadsheet because I wanted it off the internet. Okay. Carl said, yay! Will says, and I was in SPED. I don't know what that is. Carl said, I missed the drawing. I was buying games for the mini retro PC. Hey, that's perfect because you're also, so I have 36 games on here. And a few of them are like Batman Arkham Knights, Creatures of Ava, Dead Bits, Deployment, Distant Space, Etrian, Odyssey HD. And I've got multiple keys for some of these. Fashion Police Squad, Five Nights at Floppa, which is a Five Nights at Freddy's like parody game. Intravenous, Isle of Jura. Let's see, Manual Samuel, Mini Thief, Mountain Blade, and No More Heroes 3, Particula, Punch Club, Serial Cleaner, Scoof Simulator, Sniper Ghost, Weird Dwarves, The Deep, like, so there's games. There's games. I have it on an Excel spreadsheet. I'm so dumb. I like literally just thought about that. I'm like, oh, it's not on my Google Docs in my Google Sheets because I didn't want it on the internet because it's game keys. I'm so dumb. So dumb. So, Rat, I will send you a screen capture of like the options later and you can choose what game. And then I will spend the next stream game on, hold on. Let me look at a calendar. On our stream on the 4th. Unless I do one sooner, but probably on the 4th. Let's see. John Zilla says, oh, haha, yes. Will says, special ed, sped. Oh. I didn't know. Critical was, there are games. So, and I've been doing this for a couple months now. I think this is month 4. Where, I've been buying up a whole bunch of like Steam keys and keeping them on a spreadsheet, and you can use your channel points to open up an entry into a Steam game giveaway, and it does like a wheel spin. So like I literally do exclamation point Steam game and it spins the wheel with your names on it automatically and it chooses, and then you get to choose from the list. But yes, I have games now. I said you can send it to me later, LL. Sounds good. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Now, thank y'all for liking the live. I appreciate that. It says, yeah, I always keep a hard file of the keys on a notepad. And then the games I could give away on Google Sheets. Yeah. Yeah, I probably should have a Google Sheets list with, like, the game names that they could choose from. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. But I have not done that. I just kept it on an Excel sheet because I actually paid for the Microsoft applications. I says, look at me. I had no games. Now Crystal blessed me with a game. And you're entered for next month. Also, right, I refunded your points because you entered twice this month. So I refunded some of your points. Carl says, yeah, but then it's 2 files to keep track of. Yeah, so I usually just like screen cap the game names and send that as like a picture, and then you get to choose from that, and then I just like send you the corresponding key. Ara said, oh, I couldn't remember. Thanks for, no, absolutely. I figured. That's why like I looked at it when you redeemed it yesterday and I was like, I'm pretty sure he's already redeemed it for this month, but I'm not gonna question that. I'm turning fudge. I'm just gonna turn encounters off for a minute. I said, no one knows, but that's how I won. I was in twice. That's how you won the mini PC. I'm turning encounters off for a minute. I'm gonna go get this chest real quick. Why are there so many? Oh, there was monsters in this chest. I love that for me. I love that for me. Cross says you could keep the image and then cross them out and paint. Well, because like I eliminate the like line whenever, oh, right, use yellow. I'm like, why did my lights just change colors? I just eliminate the line whenever, that key's redeemed. So, I just screen cap like the newest one. That way I also don't have to keep up with like a lot of like image files. I'm trying to be better about like not saving stuff to my PC that doesn't need to be saved to my PC, if that makes sense. Also, oh, actually, I do have a slight update for you guys. Okay, did I go that way? I do have a slight update for you guys. So, how do I get over there? Hold on, we're gonna go this way first. Wait, where are we at? I don't think I'm gonna go that way yet. So we're gonna go over here. Okay, that's better. So I know some of y'all saw where like I got Just Dance 2026 for the Nintendo Switch. Potato's been wanting to exercise with me, but like it's kind of hard to direct her, and then she also wants to have like dance parties, so I figured that would be a really good way to handle both of those. So I got that, and I got that for 20 bucks, and then I got the 2025 edition for $17, and then I got the 2024 edition for $10. And mind you, these games retail for I think like $49.99 each. So I just got like $150 worth of games for 45 bucks. That's great. So I'm really excited about that. And that's also going to be how I exercise lately. Why not? That's going to be my cardio. Cargo says the no encounters in these earlier games would have been nice. Yeah, it's a really nice feature, especially whenever like you're running around, because especially in like this level's map, like I'm having a hard time determining like where the walls are, because it looks like other like map environmentals. So, but yeah, it is really, really nice to have that. Preemptive strike, nice. I also have boost, so I have 4 times EXP and 4 times Gil turned on. So I'll be rich by the time I leave here. It says, at Critical, right, FF1 was the first game my parents bought me, and I remember yelling at them called imps for killing me. Yeah. Because honestly, like, without it, like, it can honestly feel like such an absolute, like, slog fest of, like, kill everything. Because do I have the patience to try and fleet? No. Me, fleet? Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it. Darko says fun cardio is better than cardio. Yeah, fun cardio is always better. Also, like, whenever you're moving your body through dance like that, you're using a lot of different muscle groups instead of, like, just walking, instead of, like, just running, instead of, like, just whatever it is that you're doing for cardio. Whenever you're dancing, you're using a lot of different muscle groups from, like, all over your body. Or says not doing cardio is even better. No. Exercise is healthy. Also, okay, everything is healthy in moderation. I'm going to start there. Everything is healthy in moderation. You can't exercise too much in an unhealthy manner. So don't think that just because exercise is healthy, that, like, it can't be unhealthy. It can be unhealthy. Sarah says, haha, oh man, FF1 was a brutal mind game. Yeah. Oh, Layla's kind of hurt. I should probably heal her. I said I'm on the move constantly at work, and I usually go on a walk with the wife in the evenings. And see, that's different because I don't work. I'm in my house. And through all the things that I typically do in my house, that's usually about... Why are the lights stuck yellow? Did I break something in it? I don't understand. Thank you, Critical. I definitely broke something in it. But yeah, so like with all the stuff that I do within my day, like I probably do an average of 4,000 steps in my home. Because a lot of times I'm like stationary cleaning something. I'm washing dishes, I'm folding laundry, what else do I do that's pretty stationary as far as like cleaning? Like I'm cleaning off countertops, like I'm not moving a lot. So the cardio really helps me. Pro says Pokemon Go tricks me into walking around colleges. Yeah, so I used to play, I don't play Pokemon Go anymore. Because I don't go anywhere anymore. Also, the downside to like playing Pokemon Go, like if I were to like play with you guys, I would end up doxing myself because it tells you where you've been at with like the little like gifts and like postcards and like whatnot thing. So yeah. Zombie Vampire says, what do those numbers stand for on each weapon type? That's what level those weapons are. So where it says that right there where Megbert's got an axe and it's 9, that's their weapon level. So on Final Fantasy 2, your weapons and your magic skills increase in level. So I said I will say Pokemon Go has really gotten my 13-year-old out of the house. When he gets done with chores, him and his buddies ride their bikes everywhere during the day for 45 hours. The last 2 weeks I had to buy him a water bottle holder for his bike because it's been so hot. Oh, you should just buy him a Camelback. But yes. But I love that it's getting him out of the house. Crackle said, oh, those are great problems to have. Biking as a team is great times. Yeah, I miss having a bike. And Potato asked me, she asked me last time, she's like, do you have a bike? No, I don't have a bike. I sold my bike in college to my friend who wanted a bike, and I didn't want a bike. I wanted to walk to my classes. I enjoyed walking. I enjoyed the stroll to my classes. I never felt so rushed between classes that I needed a bike to get from one place to another. Crickle says, I think there's a way to turn off location data for sending gifts, trading Pokemon. Let me double check. So it's not about that. So, and I haven't been in Pokemon Go in a while, but there was a thing where you had to like spin the whatchamacallit and you got like a postcard or something and you had to like send the postcard or the stamp or like whatever to your friends, and then but like those told you like the specific locations of where that Pokestop was. So realistically, if I was sending so the church next to my house is a Pokestop. So you guys would see the church next to my house, and that would expose my very actual location. So yeah, so I can't play Pokemon Go with you guys. Marwa said the bottle holder was cheaper and the boys stop at every parent's house and refill. Gotcha. It says, if you send the gift from a Pokestop, it does say where, yeah, it says where the Pokestop is located. And if you know enough about me, because I've trusted you guys, I've told you guys some things, then you can actually triangulate where my house is, and that's kind of scary. That's kind of scary. Especially if you think about it, like, there used to be, like, Facebook groups for people playing Pokemon Go, and if you join the Facebook group, and if you added people from, like, the Facebook group, even if they weren't in your local area, you're giving them information about where you are, and that's kind of scary. Hi, Buttkiss. Hi, how are you? Virgo says, yep, yeah, that can get really scary really quickly. So, like, I can't just, like, play Pokemon Go with all of you guys. Like, I literally just have to, like, not play and tell you guys, no, I'm sorry. Because they added actual real location data that's shareable. Because you'll see, like, oh, well, they're usually, like, around this area and this area and this area. And they, you know, they've been sending me a lot of gifts from, like, this location. You could literally figure out where I lived from Pokemon Go data. No, thank you. Hard pass. Hard pass. And not just protection for me, but like protection for Potato as well. Because like I so sincerely hope. Oh. Well, that's not what I wanted to happen. But like, I so sincerely hope that like none of y'all would want to cause harm to me or my child. But I cannot rely on that. It says, it's okay, Instagram and Facebook has been sending people you may know, and they are streamers I've met. Oh. Like to like your personal Instagram? And your personal Facebook? Yeah, straight up, if I see you on my people you may know on my personal Facebook, I am blocking you immediately. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. The most likely reason that you are in my people you may know is because you've searched me. Which means you already know a little too much about me. I'm blocking you. Nara says, what if I was near but not knowing my car broke down though? Right, do you know what state I live in? You would just message me and I would be able to tell you. And if you're within 2 hours of me, I'm coming to meet you with a jump box and tools. Nara says, you found a shortcut. I did. Crackle said, I don't know if it's a shortcut. I've not gotten this far. Oh, nice. It's probably intended. It's probably an intended part of the game. Mama said, jokes on you guys. I don't have any of those. I have TikTok and that's it. Fair. So realistically, the only reason why I have like a personal Facebook anymore is to keep up with my family. And my husband's family. And a lot of them do follow my very public socials. Not all of them, but yes. And I do love the support that I get from my family through my very public socials that you guys have access to. However, there are things that I do want to keep private. One of which being what Potato looks like. Information about her. Like, even on my private Facebook, I don't really post pictures of her anymore. Like, I might occasionally, like, post a picture of her to my story because I know it's going to expire in 24 hours. Most likely, that's going to my private Snapchat. It says, I think it's when I send a video, and even though they are signed out, I think it's a device setting. So I do know that, like, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, if you send, like, a video from there, it's going to say, because, like, so this happens all the time. Where, for example, in, like, the D&D, like, chat that we have in Chaos' server, someone will send, like, a video, and it will say, hey, it was sent from so-and-so, and you're not following them. Do you want to follow them? So it's probably that. Like, I have a feeling you would have to physically sign out of your accounts, grab that video link, and then send it. Because that's even infiltrating into Discord. So that's something that's built into the link itself. But right, if you're in the same state as me, just message me. The likelihood of me telling you, if you're in the same state as me and like you actually need assistance, the likelihood of me telling you, no, go fuck yourself, very slim. So back in like 2023, I got rid of Facebook, Snapchat, Instant, all of that, and it felt like it just felt like it was controlling. You gotta do this, you need to do that, your streak is about to break, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, I'm done. Oh, yeah, I can't stand. So I used to keep a Snapchat streak with Mocha Mom. But again, as you guys know, my life gets busy. And I broke it so many times. Like, I even paid the 99 cents once to, like, renew our streak. Because I felt so bad. And don't get me wrong, like, I miss getting updates from her, but, like, I cannot manage it. And even on TikTok, the only people I have streaks with, like, that I've legitimately maintained streaks with, 2 people. And that's going to be Wiley and Lauren. Hold on. Let me mute it. And I'll tell you. So Lauren, we have a streak of 397 days. And Wiley, we have a streak of 337 days. So, and those are the two people that I've maintained streaks with. Liz currently has a stream streak of, or a share streak of 3. But then other than that, like even like with Twitch, like the stream streaks, it's so hard for me to keep up with stream streaks sometimes, and I feel so bad about that. Because like guys, I want to keep up with my stream streaks. It's just hard. It says I don't maintain streak on TikTok, I just send stuff. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like, me and Wiley will just like nudge each other back and forth just to keep it going. And then like we'll send something whenever something seems relevant. But as far as Lauren is concerned, me and Lauren are actively sending each other 2 to 10 videos a day. 2 to 10 videos a day. I talk to Lauren and, well, I talk to Lauren daily. I talk to Grips and Liz most days, and then Wiley when she has time, but like Wiley's on her summer break. I'm just calling it her summer break. It says, yeah, that's one thing that bothered me. So now I have 3 people I just try to maintain stream streak, and that's it. I mean, and that's smart. Brava says, Lauren, mommy's tired. Yeah, Lauren, mommy's tired. Virgo says, it's an impossible task, even following how many tabs can be open or when notifications don't go out. Yeah. Yeah. She's a really good person. She's a really good person. And like me and her are so similar on so many levels. Where the fuck am I even? Speaking of, I actually need to message her. Because something big in her life happened and I need to check on her. Because I haven't asked her since it happened. I've been trying to give her space and like also like keep our streak. You know, I've been so busy. Like, so like between like Potato getting hurt at the water park, me having a nip slip, and then the dog being bit by a copperhead. Like it's been a week. That's why I have mommy grape juice, because it's been a week. Pro says, nope, I read that one. Yeah, I read all those. Okay. So yeah, it's an impossible task. Like I would love to. I would absolutely love to be able to like maintain stream streaks and your TikTok streaks and all of that. I just can't.
$7? Are you fucking serious? This isn't enough for anything. What are you, a 6-year-old?
I almost spit out my mommy grape juice. I forgot to heal Layla again. But yeah, Lauren's a really good person. And it's like, so like a lot of times like I'll see Savvy go live like as I'm going to bed, and if I'm close to my computer, I'll try and run in here and like tab him up. But I can't always do that. Because sometimes I don't see him go live till I'm already in bed. And that's like the craziest thing. Oh, I forgot to heal Layla again. But like, y'all, I be trying. The summer has been rough. I'm not gonna lie. Summer has been so rough on me. I'm trying. And I think it's hardest because like I'm trying to make sure that Potato's not only just taken care of, but that she's also still learning stuff, and she's still experiencing stuff, and she's still using her imagination and doing like all of this stuff. And then at the same time, like, I'm like, well, when do I have time for myself? Like tonight, I wouldn't even be live. Like tonight was supposed to be book club, but the host is sick, and her family's sick. And quite honestly, thank you for telling me that you're sick and that I don't have to come into your home and potentially get sick myself and bring that home to my family. Hard pass. Hard pass. Thank you. Now I've got a bunch of cowboy caviar in my fridge that I get to eat for myself. That's fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really excited about going to go eat cowboy caviar later, and I definitely ate some earlier. But like, it's so much, and it's exhausting, man. Rama says, I even went through, unfollowed several because I get things saying I was gifted a sub to someone I didn't even realize I followed. That probably sounds terrible. I know. No, not necessarily. So I have made it a habit that every couple of months I go and I unfollow people who haven't streamed in typically over a year. Because if you take a break for a year, that's kind of telling. And so I'm going to unfollow you because Twitch does limit you from being able to follow up to 2,000 channels. And Dan Clancy's already made it a point to state a couple months ago, actually, in an interview podcasting that they did, that with all the changes that they were doing to Twitch, they just could not increase the follow limit to more than 2,000. So you kind of had to pick and choose your top 2,000 channels. And if you run out of room, like you just can't follow people anymore. And that's so weird. And then he was like, yeah, just the way that it's set up, like we would have to rebuild the entire site, which I don't think is true. I just don't think that's where his priority is. And then also at the same time, you have to keep in mind that followers do not equal success. You can have 35,000 followers on Twitch and still average 4 viewers. If you don't have a good channel, if you're just like follower reporting. That's a high exaggeration, by the way. I don't think anybody's gonna have like 35,000 followers and like 4 viewers. Though it'll be a little bit more than that. But still, like, you can have a lot of followers and not maintain viewership. So there's that. The thing that I try and keep in mind is I was once told that to measure your success is that for every 100 followers you have, you should have 1 viewer. And that's where your average should be. And that's where my average usually is. So I have 1,100 followers, and I usually average throughout like a 30-day period 11 to 12 viewers. So I'm on track. Like, I'm doing good. Are some streams lower? Yes. Are some streams higher? Yeah. Are some streams higher? Yes. It fluctuates. I'm just doing my best. I said, and it's not that I'm doing it to be rude or not support, but like I have enough going on and I just have the channels I feel comfy in and I love helping. No, and that's perfectly fine. And realistically, you should only be hanging out on channels where you feel welcome and where you feel at home. If someone makes you feel unwelcome, you are welcome to leave. I hope that I've never made any of you guys feel unwelcome or unwanted or unappreciated, because that's not the point. The point is that I started hanging out in streams both on TikTok and on Twitch whenever I was in a really dark place in early postpartum motherhood where I felt so very alone. Because everybody I knew was working. Hi, Danny. Thank you for the heart meme. Because everybody I knew was like working and they had like jobs. Thank you for the 2 popular votes. You can send more than 1 popular vote. I didn't think I know that. That's good to know. But like I didn't want to bother my friends because they were working, and then I also didn't want to bother them when they got off work because that's their time to spend with their families. And it was just it's a really weird dynamic, and you learn in like early postpartum motherhood. Okay, so in early postpartum motherhood, you feel very abandoned, and it's not that you're abandoned, but that it's kind of a dual thing. Like you abandon your friends and your friends abandon you, and it's not intentional. It is not intentional, and it is not intended to be hurtful by any means. A lot of it's on yourself. Like for me, like I said, I stopped reaching out to my friends. I 100% stopped reaching out to my friends because I was too afraid to bother them while they worked, and I was too afraid to bother them after work. And I just felt like I was sitting at home alone with nobody to talk to. So I ended up in Beardville stream on TikTok. And the TikTok chat was being unruly and just jerks. I'm dropping frames, by the way. So if it starts to act weird, I am currently dropping frames. But TikTok chat got crazy. He's like, I'm going to kill the TikTok live. If you have Twitch and you want to come over here and not be a jerk, you're more than welcome to come over to the Twitch channel. So I went to the Twitch channel and I started hanging out there. And then I literally, everywhere that Beardville rated to, I hung out there. Unless I absolutely hated it, then I would leave. But I always stayed for the raid. I always stayed for the raid. And And if you feel sad to follow somebody, like, I trusted him enough that, like, I followed them. And not once did Beerville tell me to follow somebody and I've regretted it. Not one single time. But the thing was, is like, I needed adults to talk to. I needed other people to talk to who enjoyed gaming as much as I did. And that's why I got into streaming, because I spent so much time on Twitch and TikTok in gaming streams and chats. So my husband looked at me one day and said, hey, if you're going to spend that much time on Twitch, you might as well become a streamer. And I was like, word? And realistically, hindsight, he wanted me to put my fucking phone down. He wanted me to put my phone down. I get that. But here we are. Here we are. Rat said, oh snap, I'm almost... Rat, I'm not unfollowing you. Shut up. Cargo says, I'm getting up there. Stormy wants to come back, but we stuck on the farm right now. No, you're fine. I'm not unfollowing you or Stormy either. Shut up. Rat said, I plan on streaming again this fall and winter, but I'm like, Crystal, I just want to have so much fun and do that. And do that. And the thing is like, and I've been trying really hard to balance out like the fun things that I want to do. So again, I moved Tuesday's stream to Monday night so that way I could go to the water park on Tuesday. And it's about finding that balance. And quite honestly, okay, look, straight up, I applied. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the heart me sass. I appreciate that. I applied to do a panel at TwitchCon, and I'm waiting to find out if I got approved. And it's called Balancing Act, Parenthood and Streaming. I'll change the color green. And the whole thing is, I've got friends who are also parents, who are also streamers. Some of you that I've introduced, actually, I've raided into the 2 channels before. And then, actually, I've raided into all 3 of the channels before. So 3 streaming mutuals of mine who are parents and who balance streaming because they need it not just to help support their families, but because it's something that they truly enjoy doing and they have wonderful communities. And so I took the lead and I was like, hey, this is something I want to do. And I reached out to them. I was like, is this something you're interested in doing with me? And quite honestly, as far as like followers, I'm 3rd down. I don't have the most followers. I simply don't have the most followers. I don't have the highest concurrent viewers. But it was something that I found really important to me, and so I applied for it. And I've got some friends who applied for it with me, and fingers crossed. So, Rat says, I'm also very shy. Rat, I don't think it's that you're shy. I think it's that you second guess yourself a lot. Which I appreciate because I also second guess myself. Danny, I'm going to get to your messages. I see you, I promise. I know. I haven't responded to you. I'm so far behind. I think you second guess yourself a lot. And I think you have a tendency to hyper-focus on the game and not balance, like, look at me. Like, we're an hour and 19 minutes into stream and I'm just fucking chatting with you guys on the end of a battle menu. But, like, I think you second guess yourself and I think you get nervous and then you don't talk, and realistically, just talk. Do you know how many times this chat's been so fucking dead and I'm just over here talking to myself as if I'm talking to you guys? I know you're there. I know you're there. I know you're listening to me. I know that you're having dinner and you're washing dishes and you're folding laundry and you're doing something with your kids. I know. But you chose to be here and I appreciate that. Danny says, I am welcome to leave, but I chose to stay. I'm so glad you stayed, Danny. I'm so glad you stayed. Mara said, I don't know the feeling, but I've witnessed that feeling through my wife. Mara said, oh, you came in during Final Fantasy 8. No, actually, I think I came in during Final Fantasy 10. I think it was during a Final Fantasy 10 playthrough. Because because I'd never played, I haven't played Final Fantasy 8. And I remember playing, or I remember staying because realistically, I'm hanging out in your chat because it's a game I'm either really interested in playing myself or it's a game that I really, really love. If I'm in your chat for any other reason, it's because I feel at home in your community. But if I don't feel at home in your community and I don't like the game you're playing, I'm not hanging out in your chat. It's as plain as that. It's as simple and plain as that. It's usually because there's interest in the game or the content type or your community. And if I don't have interest in either, I'm not hanging out. Danny says, I wish TikTok had a raid feature too. I wish TikTok had a raid feature too. That is like the one thing. And like, so I understand. So they don't, so TikTok doesn't technically have a raid feature, but what TikTok does is whenever stream ends, the next stream, like live stream that it follows, shows you, like if you were to swipe up, it's supposed to be something that you would also like based on certain metrics. And that could be true, but it could not be true, because the thing is with like Twitch, you can really vet out the people that like you're going to. And in TikTok, you can't do that. You just kind of have to hope for the best with TikTok. Let's see. Rat said, yeah, I miss Beardville too. I really, also, I've thought so many times, like, I need to reach out to Kim and find out how they're doing. I haven't messaged her. That's on me. Again, that's on me. I have thought about her numerous times, especially in the past 6 months. Have I reached out to her? No, I have not. Sass, thank you for the heart, me. Let's see. Sass says, I want to go. I so want to go if you do. Oh, spoiler alert, I am going regardless. I am going to TwitchCon regardless. So, surprise. Surprise. I won't be live from like November 11th to like November 16th. Because I'm going. Hubs approved it already. I already have my plane tickets. I'm going. Kirkle says, fingers crossed on panel. Thank you. It's something that I'm so very, very passionate about. So very passionate about. And I think that it would be really, really good. And like, and it's a common thing that they've had as panels before. But the people that are going to be in this panel have never done the panel before. And I think it's also important to see fresh perspectives from different parent streamers. So, I mean, if somebody's redoing a panel and they've already done it and like they get selected, that's perfectly fine. But I wanted to apply for it because, you know, so like I am in the area of like small children to still growing families. KT is in the area, so KT's also possibly on this panel. KT applied with me. KT is in the more of like the adolescence phase and no longer growing families, but also being like a military spouse and transitioning and the struggles that come with that. And then I asked AKA Dad TV if he was in, because I wanted a dad. I wanted a dad involved. I didn't want it to be only women. Granted, women take the priority role as far as like child rearing, but I wanted a dad involved. And somebody who like I trusted really is involved in the parenting of their children. And AKA Dad TV, I know for a fact that he's really into that. He's got a great community. He is all about supporting other streamers. Like, he's so fantastic. So I asked him, and then I asked L.Mo because I wanted a mom who was of a different demographic from me. Straight up, I wanted this to be the most diverse panel that I could put together, because different demographics have different parenting styles. They have different experiences. They have different generational things that they bring to the plate. And I wanted it to be something that everybody who attends the panel could learn from. So, and then she's also somebody who struggles with, how does she put it? Chronic illness, both for herself and for her children. So there's that perspective involved. So I try to make a really diverse like group, and like to put us together to talk about our shared experiences and how we handle things around like scheduling, if we have to like cancel, boundaries with like our chat and all of that stuff. So I'm super, super, super hopeful. It says that we'll hear back early August, which is like as early as tomorrow possibly, but I'm so, so hopeful for it. So yeah, so I applied for that. I took a shot. Let's see, where was I at? Because it says, I'll BRB, I'm going to go to a store run. Okay, be safe. John says, I honestly came to Twitch for the people, not really games. Yeah, it's for the people. Like, I needed people in my life. And being on Twitch and being on TikTok, I have found probably the most people who I relate to easily, who share a lot of, like, the same mentality and ideals as I do, but also people that I can have differing opinions from me in a respectful way. And like, that's like the craziest thing to me. Literally the craziest thing to me. Like Liz has no interest in having kids. I want to have more. We still talk damn near every single fucking day. Danny says, I am here, but I have Taco Bell, so I'm listening. Ooh, I had Taco Bell last night. Last night? No, I Taco Bell night before last. Last night I made bourbon chicken in the crock pot. I Taco Bell night before last. So I guess we'll see in like 5 to like 12 days if I have the parasite. Let's see, I'm scrolling. I'm so far behind chat. I'm so sorry. It says, I've asked Holden about Beard, but he hasn't heard anything either, and he knows my out. Yeah. Well, also, like, Beard and Holden no longer reside in the same area, so you also have that. And I don't know what happened, but Beard and Kim went very private very quickly, and I don't want to...
Mat that you would put on the floor and would have different conclusions written on it that you could jump to.
Yeah. But they went very private very quickly and very suddenly, and I have no intention on intruding on that.
We're going
streaking! Rama says that's exciting, Crystal. Thank you. Okay, I'm almost caught up. Will says it's so hot outside. I'm so sorry. It's finally started to like balance out here, and I'm so appreciative of that. Y'all, thank y'all so much for liking the live. That's so many likes. That's literally so many likes. Thank you. It says, hello. Hi, Gara. Wheels is drinking. Wheels, is it uncomfortable to not be wearing pants in your wheelchair? No, I'm just kidding. Don't answer. Don't answer. That's an obvious joke. I need water. Actual water. Will says it's 113. Yeah, F that. Fuck that. Rose said it's looking like upper 90s this weekend. I'm so excited. No, let's hear it, Wills. Right, Rod. Let's see. So it's looking like 89 for the next 2 days and like mid 80s the following week, but it also says it's supposed to thunderstorm the rest of the week. Danny says 113. No, but yeah. So Danny, Wills lives in Southern California area, I believe. I'm not entirely sure where, but Wills is in California, where it's always hot. So it's not just hot because it's hot. It's hot because California is always on fire. Will says, I will not be telling you if I'm sitting butt-ass naked in my house. Oops. Danny says 71 and 75 this week, and I'm loving this. Yeah, so you're more north than me. So obviously, like I've mentioned it before, I'm in North Carolina. Again, I'm in this really weird pocket where I get like every kind of like weather occurrence. But it's also insanely hot for no reason or insanely cold for no reason. There is no middle ground. There is no middle ground. Spring does not exist because it's called the pollinating. It's called the pollinating. It is just yellow air, and it's not smog, it's pollen. Marva says the Weather Channel has said it feels like 112, 113 all week. Marva told Wheels to just wheel over a vent. Danny says, wait, are we expected to be closed? No, so Danny, Twitch implemented what's called is like stream streaks now. It used to be only for certain creators, now it's open to everybody. So I have like what's the name of that movie? I don't remember it. It's like the funny movie where, why can't I think of the name of this fucking movie? Where they create like a fake college because they didn't get accepted into the college that they applied to anyways. And it says, we're going streaking. Old school. Thank you. Hold on. Wheels. You should share that meme I just sent you in Discord. Well, I don't have a way of sharing it right now. Hold on. Official state bird of California. It's an airplane dumping material, dumping like fire retardant material on a fire. Gara, guess who had to sign for a package today and open tomorrow?
We're going streaking.
Evil increases.
Through the quad.
Oh my God.
And into the gymnasium.
Gymnasium.
Come on, everybody.
I love that movie. That and Idiocracy. Like, I could probably watch those movies, like, nonstop. Gar, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Danny said I heard Purple has streaks now. Yeah, Purple has streaks now. Purple has been making a lot of changes. They did get away from combos, which was kind of similar to like people like spamming gifts and like TikTok. Oh, my headphones are dying. This is gonna suck because then I get feedback. I just charged these earlier too. Oh wait. The feedback's not that bad. Critical, what's that for? A warning? What did I get a warning for? Did I get a warning? Are you warning me? What did I do wrong? It's Boshi time? What is that? Kara said, speaking of movies, has anyone watched the new Masters of the Universe? I have not. Kirkle says Frank the Tank. I'm feeling a little dumb. He says, you my boy, Blue. Says, I heard it was really good. I heard the new Spider-Man movie was really good, and also that the new Odyssey movie was really good. But also, like, I read the Odyssey as, like, part of, like, my, like, so I was in AP English in high school. Again, I was an overachiever. So I read the Odyssey. And then I watched, like, the 90s miniseries. And I enjoyed that. So dude, I'm so interested in, like, watching the Odyssey. I watched a documentary on Pompeii again the other day. For funsies. Ginger says I work at public retail. I don't need to watch that. I live it. Kara said at Critical, so if you liked the OG cartoon like myself, it does a good job in the cheesy parts. Okay. Will says, all right, I'm going to send Twitch a very strong worded email because it just kicked me to somebody's stream when I was in. Oh no, is it doing that again? Are you on mobile? Because if you're on mobile, yeah, so that's the thing. Like, so that glitch is back, and then the stream display ads. If somebody has stream display ads enabled, if you're typing in the chat and the ad like disappears, it'll accidentally send your chat like halfway through typing it, and it's really annoying. Kara says at Wheels, but you're here, so it did a good job. Danny says I got SteelSeries headphones, came with extra battery. Oh, nice. So I will say, and I think it's Barley the Burr. He's the furry Twitch partner. He actually became like super famous on TikTok because his community came over, and but also because of like his like really shitty like headset, and I'm pretty sure it's a SteelSeries. Was to catch your attention for the movie. Oh, gotcha. Thank you. Bravo says I'm about to warn everyone in here. What do you mean? It says it's a universal email that looks like a caution sign. Yeah, I saw it. It looks like a caution sign holding up like a camera. Crow says I'm on farm Wi-Fi, so sometimes chat is 5 minutes faster than me. Oh, yeah. So I have noticed that like, and I can tell based on like where the stream originates from and like what server they've connected to, the stream latency to where I am, and that's really annoying. Danny, what are those emotes supposed to mean? Archie fan is like Will says yes, I'm on mobile. Yeah, it's specifically a mobile issue. It doesn't do that if you're on the web, and it's the most annoying thing ever. Guys, someone who reads the comics, new Spider-Man movie, S-tier acting, C-tier story. They kind of dropped the ball in the story. Huge missed opportunity, but still overall good movie. Danger what? Why are you farting? But so overall good movie, worth a watch. Yeah, somebody had said last night that it was really good. I am dropping frames again. Thank you, Rat Rod. And I'm about to throw warnings here and there, Crystal. Thank you for that. Danny, look at them. Glasses, alert, eyes. What do you mean? What did I miss? It was a nerd alert for AP English. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Danny. Oh my goodness. Ginger said danger, Will Robinson. Rabbi said, I thought we were allowed to fart. You are allowed to fart. I can't believe I didn't get that, Danny. That's hilarious, though. I'm gonna use that from now on. Okay, we should probably play the game, right? We've been chit-chatting for like 15 minutes, and it's just been like the game screen. We should probably like actually play it. Play it. Rara said, I thought we were in the trust tree. Danny said I stole it from Holly. That's hilarious. Wheels, oh, ADHD. I know. Oh wait, no, I need to go over here. Dang it. Dang it. But yeah, I feel like we just talked about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. But yeah, I'm really hopeful, and like, so Elle messaged me yesterday and said it's almost really August, and like Elle's really excited about the TwitchCon panel too, and as she should be. So like, I'm part of like the Twitch Women's Guild, she's part of the Twitch Black Unity Guild, but like Elle's, so like y'all, I don't think y'all realize how super cool Elle is, like how super cool Elle.mo is. Like she's got, hold on. How many? I'm gonna look and see how many members are in her Discord right now. She runs an entire Discord around adults who play Fortnite. Called Elle's Cozy Cafe. She's got 11.4 thousand members in her Discord, and like some of them don't even know who she is. They've never spoken to her. They've never been in one of her streams. They are literally just there to play Fortnite with other adults without the kids. Just to squat up. They do customs. They'll be like trading sprites and shit. And I'm just like, you're so fucking cool. Right, shut up. I love you. Shut up. Danny said it was a lot of yapping. I know you're good at it. Look, my report cards might have always said talks a lot. Might have. Just saying. I'm turning encounters off so I can get to this fucking chest. I just leave my kids at home alone. What? You do not. Oh my gosh, I saw the craziest thing earlier. It was like, video feed from like a courtroom they recorded. And apparently like a mom and her boyfriend had left their like 3-year-old kid at home to go shopping to buy diapers because the mom didn't trust the dad to use the coupon. And the mom didn't want to drive herself. So they left the 3-year-old at home alone. So clearly she got charged with child endangerment. But that was a wild way for me to start my morning. Was watching that video. Rara said, I mean, the 15-year-old is here. Yeah, that's fair. Danny says, it's a shame children are not portable. Right? As if, like, you don't have to have a car seat. But yeah, I've seen a lot of videos like that recently where, like, parents are being charged with, like, child endangerment because they've, like, left the kid home alone in their apartment. And I'm just like, that's wild to me. I have never once in my life considered leaving my child home alone. Also, like, I have a door handle cover on the inside of her bedroom to prevent her from getting out of her bedroom in the middle of the night and possibly harming herself. Because there was one time where my husband picked her up out of her, like, crib. That's a whole different discussion. At the time, and then put her in the bed with us, and she escaped from our bed. And we both slept through it because I was so tired and I had taken my sleeping pills. And then he just is a heavy sleeper, so he slept through it. She gets out of the bed, goes into the kitchen, moves her toddler tower over to where the coffee pot is, and empties 3 bottles of coffee syrup onto my countertop, onto my cabinets, onto my floor, onto the taller tower, and I walk out to find her rubbing it on herself, saying that she was putting lotion on because it had a pump, like her lotion. I was so mad. So mad. It was the biggest mess. I was pissed. I was angry. So yeah. No. She is trapped in her bedroom. For her safety. Because like also like right underneath like where that is, like we have a drawer with like the really, really sharp knives. So we don't have anywhere else to put them. And the way that our kitchen is set up, like there's not really like good locks that you can say. Did you say fuck? I say fuck a lot. Nobody's redeemed no cursing. Thank you very much. So what was I saying? So yeah, so I have that for her safety. And realistically, and it's because like I don't want to like lock the door. Because A, she couldn't lock it and she could walk out. But like, also I don't want the door locked because if something happens and I need to get in and get to her, I can just turn the doorknob from my side and get in. Danny says noise. Ginger said delicious. Danny said kids shouldn't drink coffee. Okay, look, to be fair, Wow, Ratbot. So my mom used to put iced coffee in a sippy cup for me. And my dad hated it, and I think that should have been my mom's like first indication that I had ADHD, that she needed to give me coffee to settle me down. He says wearing it is okay though, right? Well, it wasn't even coffee, it was like the coffee syrup. So like it was like Irish cream and like French vanilla and like probably like a salted caramel like coffee syrup, like the little pumps that you have at like Starbucks or like Dunkin' Donuts that they have. It's those. Like I buy Jordan skinny syrups, I buy 12 at a time, and I've got the pumps for them. And what I should have done is instead of making a glass of mommy grape juice, I should have made myself an espresso drink. I should have. But I didn't. And I might go make one later. Also, I might be having cowboy caviar and mini corn dogs for dinner, but also I might be having Chick-fil-A or McDonald's for dinner. I don't know yet. Tanny says, mommy, grape juice, LOL. Yeah, it's wine. So it is Adesso Canina de Ramonia Dolce. It is a Refosco. It's a sweet red wine made with Refosco grapes, berries, and violets. I said we used to put a baby gate up in front of the kids' door, so if they got up, they had to... Dude, there... Okay, so there's her bedroom door, there's our bedroom door in a hallway. There's a baby gate at the end of the hallway. She knows how to open it. She knows how to unlock it. And it's one of those spring-loaded locks. She's wild. That child, so smart, so fearless. I'm screwed. Am I at the beginning? I'm back at the beginning again. Alright, so that's some good shit, yeah. Danny said, what is cowboy caviar? I understood one word you said. Winner. Cowboy caviar? Oh. Wine. Oh, you understood one word in wine. Yeah, so because it's Italian. So it's an Italian sweet red wine from Siena, Italy. That is imported here. I have to drive 40 minutes to go get it. I literally drive 40 minutes to go to a specialty wine shop to buy it 6 bottles at a time. You said like 10 other words. I understood wine. Yeah, so hold on. I might be able to type it and it might show you Adesso Canina de Romagna. There, that's what it's called. And then for anybody who's like on Twitch and YouTube, Adesso Canina de Romagna. That's the wine I drink. That's the only wine I drink at this point. But cowboy caviar. So cowboy caviar is corn, black-eyed peas, black beans, bell peppers, jalapenos, and Roma tomatoes diced in a bowl with chopped cilantro and a dressing made out of olive oil. I do half red wine vinegar and half white wine vinegar. Because there's someone in book club who's vegan, I do blue agave nectar instead of sugar. And then cumin, chili powder, and salt mixed as a dressing, and you just like pour it on top. So, and you take Tostitos and you like scoop it in and eat it. My husband requested that I didn't put tomatoes in it this time. So I have tomatoes sitting in my fridge that won't get used. I don't know. But use Roma tomatoes. But it's very, very good. I'm turning the counters back off. We're going backwards. We have some exploration to do, I guess. Can we go this way? Have we been this way? I'm just gonna keep encounters off. We have been that way, okay. What about the other way? I think there's another way. No, can't go that way. Oh. No, okay, so I have to go this way. Mara says, put them on sandwiches. Put what on sandwiches? Danny says, give me some dino nuggies and mac and cheese and I'll be happy. I have dino nuggies in the freezer. I don't have macaroni and cheese. I've got instant mashed potatoes. Danny says, y'all eat like adults or something. Danny, I love food. I love food. I love to eat. I'm constantly like looking for new recipes. I'm very fond of cowboy caviar because it's a really good way of having protein and I think I've taken a wrong turn somewhere. Oh, what's this? I haven't been here yet. It's a really good way of having like protein and fiber. But also it's vegan friendly, so it's also like a really good like chip and dip thing for like parties if you have friends who are vegan and you want to be respectful of them. So yeah. Alternatively, what I also like to do is I make a dill chicken salad where I literally take a rotisserie chicken and pull all the meat off the bone and I stick it in my KitchenAid blender with some mayo and a fuck ton of dill and garlic powder and some onion powder, some salt and pepper, and I blend that bitch together until it's like a paste, and that's my chicken salad. I don't put celery or like pickles or anything in it. It's literally chicken. Right, tomatoes. That's the only time I'll eat tomatoes. I won't eat tomatoes any other way. That is literally the only time you're going to catch me eating a tomato. I don't like tomatoes. I don't want tomatoes. Do not give me tomatoes. No. I don't like tomatoes. And it's funny because my favorite sandwich is a smoked salmon BLT where I used to work at. But they take a sourdough bread. They put a garlic aioli on it. And then they do... I just tell them no tomatoes. They do lettuce and bacon. And they put 8 ounces of smoked salmon on this sandwich. It's so good. I made my husband go get me that sandwich after I gave birth to Potato, and that was what I ate as my like post-birth meal after having not been able to eat for like 37 hours, which was bullshit. But Danny says I like tomatoes when they're in. Danny, I'm also super particular about my ketchup, and I don't typically like ketchup. I'm particular about my barbecue sauces if they're going to be tomato-based. I can't have mustard-based tomato sauce or barbecue sauces because I'm allergic to mustard. But I also very, very, very much love a vinegar-based barbecue sauce. I am a vinegar barbecue girl. I am 100% a vinegar barbecue girl. That is the only way that you can eat it. I don't care. The best way. Karma said a slice of tomato on a cold ham and cheese sandwich. No. You know what I want on a cold ham and cheese sandwich? You know what I want? Sour cream and onion potato chips. Which actually, I don't eat ham. So, spoiler alert, I don't eat ham. I eat chicken lunch meat. And I eat chicken hot dogs. How did it just heal? So I'm doing white bread and mayo and oven roasted chicken breast and typically pepper jack cheese if I have it. If not, like I'll do like a Gouda or a Colby Jack or something. But I'm putting potato chips on my sandwich. Like, I'm peeling that bread off, and I'm slapping potato chips on there and slamming it back together, and I'm making it crunchy. I'm having a crunchy sandwich. Arrow says that's also good at. Exactly. I just realized I've been, like, opening all these chests, and I haven't changed any of my gear. Danny, it is confirmed I eat like a child. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with eating how you're comfortable. Danny says my favorite sandwich is PB&J. Y'all are gonna think I'm so fucking weird. You're gonna think I'm so fucking weird. Okay. So for me to eat a PB&J, I have to take the peanut butter and put it in a bowl, and I put the J and I put it in the bowl, and I mix it together, and then I spread it on the bread. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But that's the way my mom made it for me, and that's the only way I'm willing to eat it. I don't like the texture of the jelly. Danny says, that is interesting. Yeah. Like I said. Rara said, nothing wrong with that. Ginger said, why not just buy those containers that have them premixed? No. Because I'm also particular about, because first of all, I want crunchy peanut butter, extra crunchy if I can have it. And I'm particular about my jellies and jams. A lot of times I'm making my own jellies and jams, which I'm also really mad about because I had an entire set of jellies that I'd made, and they didn't set properly. And then I tried to reset them, and they still didn't set properly because the berries that I used were too juicy. I was pissed about it. And the pectin didn't set properly, so I have to throw it out. But I was supposed to give Grips some homemade jellies that I made, and I didn't. And it ended up being just like sauce. Danny says, I'm gonna have to try that. It's really good. It's really good. Because I mean, quite honestly, like at that point, if you like mix it, you're getting the perfect amount of like peanut butter and jelly in one bite. You don't have to worry about like the jelly sliding around or anything. It's mixed into the peanut butter, so it gives the peanut butter like a smoother consistency. I'm turning counters off again. Yeah. Y'all, I'm so fucking lost in this dungeon. How did I get to the area that has the bridge that I fell down? What's down here? Have I been down here? I have. We're not going that way. We're going to go back. Danny says the pre-mixed ones are more like having two things in one jar, not really mixed. Yeah. I mean, honestly, so if I was... I probably could get the pre-mixed ones. I'm gonna stop talking now. What's this? Danny says you gotta go this way. Ginger said, well, see you in like 3 minutes.
You gonna drop some weight, badass?
I'm probably gonna get in trouble for that audio. For the squat redeem on TikTok. Yeah, I added a sound to it for you guys finally. I added a sound to it for you guys. Y'all, thanks for liking the live. Farrah said those aren't cloud squats. Do it again. No. Also, hold on, Ginger. You may have missed it earlier. But whenever that is redeemed, it now automatically updates the counter. So we are now at 1,059 squats for the year and 197 squats for the month. I heard. Isn't that so cool? Isn't that so cool? And so all I have to do, automation, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited about that. All right, Rod, thank you for the blurb. For Disneytown. Oh, Danny, you made it up on the top chatter thing. Danny said, are those planets and stars on all behind you? Yeah, so over here I have like holographic, like, well, they're just circles. They're just circles and stars. Honestly, it's like the cheap holographic party decor that was left over from my baby shower for a potato. So it's in the packaging, so I just threw it up on the wall because I thought it looked nice. Yeah. And realistically, so the light that plays behind me, I could have it has an option where I can have a moon. But yeah, which you probably can't see the light very well now with the green lights. Danny says, I don't know why I thought there were a couple of CDs back there at first. Oh, I probably have enough blank CDs that I could paste up on the wall too. But that's some trashy millennial shit, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm 100% for it. Also, Right, thank you for the giant. Is that the cringe emote? That's the cringe one, right? Where did it go? Scroll, thank you. I turned off Thunderstorm. Yeah, that one's cringe. I said, Crystal doing that wizard math, and I broke my brain buying games and loading them. Danny says, I don't know. Okay, I read that. So, Rod, there's not a white. Rod, you can see all of the things in the Lumia thing or in commands, but I don't have white. I turned off Thunderstorm for now. Thank you for the disappointed, I guess. And I don't have Disco Ball. I have one called Aurora. I have that one, and it's color shifts. That one's fun. Or would I like to guess? I don't see Lumia on PC. Oh, so Lumia on PC is going to be down in my panels. So just scroll down a little bit. So it says you come across the remains of a dragoon. Something nearby on the ground catches your eye. You found a pendant. That's what we came here for. Can I use magic to escape now? Because I don't want to be in here anymore. Also, I want to find out where that lake was. Hold on, there was a lake. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna run around and get the last of the chest. I'm a little peeved by that.
Holy fuck! That was diabolical.
That was diabolical, because what do you mean? I could have gone straight to what I needed and not had to run around the dungeon for 2 hours. We're gonna say it's 2 hours because the stream's been 2 hours. But what the fuck? What the fuck? Yes, that was diabolical. Thank you, Rat Rod. Okay, yeah, here. I'm gonna get the rest of the chest now. Because I can. I think. Okay.
You probably shouldn't laugh anymore.
Thanks, Rat Rod. I had to... That looks like a problem. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do, because I went live on time today. We're gonna quick save, and then we're gonna go see if that's a problem. Chimera coming. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. Fine. How big of a problem is this? Y'all, thank y'all so much for liking live. 11,000 likes. Holy sh! The talking mushrooms. Thank you. And thank you for all the like redeems. Thank you for the follow. Nugget, chicken nugget. I can't see the game. Thank you. It's literally over my game. I literally cannot see it. Literally. Sorry, I probably peaked my mic when I did that. I beat it. A life spring is a wash with soft light. Also, I want y'all to know that sometimes Alex will put on stream for Potato to watch, and when y'all are doing this, she picks up on it. So she now yells at the Alexa and goes, "Alexa, play Chicken Nugget Dreamland," and it will respond to her and play the song. I blame Wiley. Wheel says, "What in the French toast am I watching?" This is Chicken Nugget Dreamland. I just smacked shit on my mic. Ooh, I'm dropping my controller. That probably was a really bad look. Not sorry. Thank you for Chicken Nugget Dreamland. But yeah, just so y'all know, my child still yells at the Alexa, "Alexa, play Chicken Nugget Dreamland," and it will respond to her. Will says, "All right, I think it's time to start drinking." Cheers. I finished mine. Carl says, "FYI, my 8-year-old is dancing." My 3-year-old is probably dancing too if she's watching stream right now. My 3-year-old is probably also dancing because she will yell at the Alexa to play Chicken Nugget Dreamland and Raining Tacos and I'm a Gummy Bear. And then apparently there's a guy who makes poop songs and you can put your name and the word poop and there's a song for it. Right, I said Alexa did it. Right, just trying to stop me from like raiding out. Oh. Thank you, Rat Rod. Wheel says, "Thank God I changed my words so none of your mother truckers can wake it up." What'd you name it? What'd you name your Alexa? Also, my child does not like chicken nuggets. She gets cheeseburger Happy Meals. All right, I won't do it again today, I promise. Have you seen how long I've been live? I so wish I was as cool as Mailbox, where you guys could like spam Disney Town and Chicken Nugget Dreamland and I had to stay live. I am not that cool. I am not that cool. Liz says, I ain't telling you. Nice try though. Thanks. Y'all, thank y'all so much for the now 13,000 likes. That's insanity. I don't think I've ever had that many likes. Adam says, sure you are. I wish. I wish. Also, I'm wearing like a rainbow hair clip in case y'all didn't see. Hold on. There. Ha. Hi, Porky. I'm trying to figure out what this life spring is about. This says you're definitely cooler than I am. You're not, Wheels. Stop. I don't have a rainbow one. I can get a rainbow one. Rat, do you want a rainbow one? I can get a rainbow one. I can make rainbow happen. Do you want rainbow? I can make rainbow happen. We're just spamming the others now. Okay. This life spring is a wash with soft light. Learn. No key. Ask. Dragoons. Ask Wyverns. Ask Goddess Spell. Ask Sunfire. Ask Airship. Ask Dreadnought. Ask Mithril. Ask Wild Rose. Okay. I need something else to come back here. All right, I think we've done everything in this cave now. Except for that. However I'm supposed to get to that. I don't know. I will figure that out later because I'm assuming that I have to come back. Because I have no idea where that one is.
Stay hydrated.
Thank you for the hydrate. Barbara said rainbow would be cool. Okay. I can do rainbow. I can make that happen. And that's like the coolest thing about Lumia is like as far as like the lights are concerned, people have created a bunch of like really cool like preset like lighting reactions that literally I just have to go download and then set up the command. And then we're good to go. I think it was down here. I think this is the way out. Maybe something like that. I might be lost again. I think I'm going the wrong way. I'll end up somewhere eventually.
I'm a potato.
Potato. Yep, I'm lost. Where did I take a wrong turn?
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm. I'm here. Okay. I made it out. Okay. We were out. We're going to do a big save. Big save. Big save. Close. Okay. All right. Big save. Mystic. I beg your pardon. What in the world? Oh, Mystic, you're... Wow, that was wet. That was wet. Mystic, your walk-on's probably going to play again. Because now you're on another channel. That's what I was saying. So, like, I set it up so that way, like, if y'all chat on all of the channels, like, you'll get your walk-on more than once. So, any minute now, it should play Mystic's, like, walk-on again. There it goes. And it gives her another shout-out. So, you also just got a bonus Twitch shout-out. Mystic, what are you streaming tomorrow? What are you streaming tomorrow? Tell me. DQ one, okay. So y'all, Mystic's gonna be playing some DQ1 tomorrow. Ginger said, ooh, so even this, oh, okay, so that one I have to adjust your name for. Hold on. I can fix that real quick. Because like your name is slightly different and it's based on your name. Edit. Condition. Complete and save. Refresh. All right, chat again, Ginger. Chat again. Mystic, I have Final Boss candy for subs and bits. Nice. I need to order some more sours. I've just been doing the squats if I fail on anything. Who's live? What are they playing? I saved. Ginger, you need to chat again.
You gonna drop some weight, fat
I know
ass?
you have seen countless horrors in your lifetime, Mr. Bin Laden, and that you have witnessed the very worst of mankind. Well, now I ask you to watch this.
Thanks, Rat Rod. And thanks, Ginger. Let me do 5 squats. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Will said, speaking of that, I gotta roll out. Okay. Stay safe. Ginger said, ah, yeah, freaking YouTube. That was the only close thing. Yeah. Yeah. Adam said I'm alive-ish. Well, that's good. Ginger said, gotta get those squats in. Gotta make sure to meet our goal. Look. You guys, y'all set really lofty goals. Y'all set really lofty goals. Because as it is, okay. So, tomorrow is August 1st. Some of y'all had guessed 32 to 3,500 squats for the year. We're at 1,064. We're at 1,064. That's a lot of squats to go. Because I just laughed so hard I farted. I say Ginger and I will win somehow. Somehow. So the cooldown is still the same. So you guys can only use it twice per stream. So per user. So like Ginger can use it twice. Mystic can use it twice. Rara can use it twice, and the cooldown is 15 minutes, I think. Ginger said we've got 4 months, no worries. Thank you. Y'all, thank you for the Gigantified emotes. On-screen celebration. I don't get to see those.
I've got news for you. You are mine now. You belong to me.
I can't see anything on my screen. I can't see anything. Fine, I'll do more squats. It's 5 more squats. Thanks. Why did you guys start a hype train? Why did you start a hype? Thank you. Okay, hold on. Thank you. Thank you for starting a hype train. The correct thing to say is thank you. Thank you, guys. But I'm looking for a raid target. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ginger said, can't raid if we gotta keep squatting. I mean, I guess something like that. Something like that. I guess. Thanks for completing my bit goal today, too. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You belong to me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many gifted subs was that? That was an actual sub. Shit. I just put my headset back in so I could hear myself. Ginger said, so, you know. Okay, 5 more squats, even though I just put those in. Mrs. said more squats. Yes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thanks, guys. All right, well, I'm going to add these squats in. I'm going to keep looking for a right target while y'all have 5 more minutes on a hype train. You crazies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1,074 squats for the year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 212 squats for the month. That's a lot of squats, y'all. It's a good thing I didn't work out today.
I have a permit.
It's a good thing I didn't work out today.
This just says I can do what I want.
Mystic said, we want you to do squats just for fart. We're all 12. I know. Will says, I was crazy once. Ginger said at Will's, they locked me in a room. All right, TikTok, thank you for the 15,000 likes today and all the gifts and the new friends. I appreciate you guys. I will see you later. Next guaranteed live is going to be on Tuesday. Thank you for gifting us up to Wheels. Next guaranteed live. I'm still ending the TikTok and the YouTube stream. Next guaranteed live is Tuesday. We'll be playing some more of this. Now that we've got the pendant, we can go talk to the wyvern. I will catch you all later. Y'all have a wonderful evening and a safe and fun weekend. Bye. You think you're done? Okay, well, gifted subs are only 2 squats. All right, hold on. I'm going to drop frames real quick while